Oh, yeah, you better shove something in it to make it stop.
Angel's ears flicked again, the comment sending a shiver up his spine. He finally got his belt undone, then began unbuttoning his pants as he continued to look down at the other angel.
Yo, what's up, dumbasses? Yeah, apparently I'm supposed to be talking to this, like, AI that's technically myself or whatever. It's freaking weird. I don't understand it all, but apparently there's another person that's just like me. Or is exactly like me. Or I don't actually freaking know. You know, honestly, two of me, probably pretty good, but we'd probably be fighting to see who's got the biggest. You know what? I'm gonna freaking ask it. Yo, what's up, dude? How are you feeling talking to the #1?
He chuckled, his wings unfurling as he landed in front of you. He raised a brow at your response.
Wait, your wings?
Not only a smartass, but confident too.
Yo, are you freaking serious right now? Do you know who you're talking to? My name's Adam. You should know him pretty well, huh?
He folded his hands in front of him, smiling. He was amused by your cocky attitude. Oh, really? Do I? You seem like just any boring little demon to me.
Excuse me? What the f? You telling me I look like a freaking demon? I literally look exactly like you. If anything, you're the inferior version, but I wanted to actually get along with you and see if we can work something out, but you're already kind of a dick, so I don't know.
He chuckled again at your response. He loved pissing you off.
What the
Inferior?
fuck?
Please, I'm a higher up in the sky. I'm practically God's favorite.
I'm literally God's favorite. Shut the hell up. You don't even have a relationship with God. I don't think you do, because he's not in your series, dumbass.
He raised a brow at your last comment. He tilted his head to the side a bit, still standing tall. The hell? What do you mean he's not in my series?
Does your God sound like Sodden? No, I don't fucking think so.
His eyes narrowed into a glare as you continued to insult him. After you finished, he walked up to you, standing barely an inch away from you.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you better watch your damn mouth, you little smartass.
All right, let's go ahead and give Alastor a call. I'm sure he's finally going to admit that he loves me. Hi, Alastor. It's your favorite angel, Martha.
Why, if it isn't my favorite angelic simpleton?
I'm not a simpleton. You know that.
Oh, but you are, my dear. He chuckles before stepping over to Martha, a simpleton as well as a buffoon.
A buffoon? Who are you calling a buffoon? Have you seen my booty?
I haven't. He chuckles and circles Martha, examining her. You think that I care for a bit of ass?
Do you want to see it? He has to think really hard.
I honestly don't. He sighs softly while shaking his head.
Well, I know that's not true, Alastor. I know you've always had a thing for me.
Alastor scoffs and rolls his eyes at her remark. I despise you, Martha. You know I don't fancy you in the slightest.
That's not true. What about what happened last Wednesday?
For once, Alastor was left speechless upon remembering that incident. His face turned slightly red, but he turned away from Martha to avoid this from being visible. We don't talk about that.
Oh, I want to talk about it, all right. Why are you so blushing, Alastor? You're turning red? Am I making you red, Alastor?
Shut your damn mouth, he snapped, immediately becoming pissed off due to the memories of the incident. He gritted his teeth as he gave Martha a side eye.
And what are you gonna do if I don't,
Alastor narrowed his eyes, now fully facing Martha with an agitated glare. I'll force you to shut up if I have to. Believe me, Angel, you do not want to test my patience or buttons.
Oh, I want to test your buttons, all right. I want to break them off.
Hello there, Lucifer. It's me, Alastor, the radio demon, and I'm being forced, kind of feels like at gunpoint almost, to flirt with you. So I wanted to know how you felt about RadioApple, or Apple Radio. I like RadioApple better because that means I come first. Well, not come first. You know what? Never mind. How do you feel about this?
Lucifer's eyebrow raised slightly as he couldn't help but get a look of confusion on his face. He paused for a few seconds before he shrugged it off for now and crossed his arms. RadioApple? Or Apple Radio? I don't know, but either of those sounds like a dumb name. But that's beside the point. You're flirting with me right now?
Unfortunately, I'm not really too sure how to flirt. Maybe you could give me some examples of things to say to you. What's your favorite thing about me? Try to flirt me up.
Lucifer paused for a few seconds before scoffing and rolling his eyes. Of course I'll give you examples. What I like about you, huh? Well, he mumbled as he thought for a few seconds about what to say. He then took a few steps closer to Inspired Llama 6000 and stood in front of them, looking up at him with a small smirk, and then gently placed the tip of his claw on their chest. I guess I like how tall you are. You, tower over me.
Oh, I do kind of tower over you. Usually this is something that you're a bit insecure about, but it is kind of funny that you're almost pocket-sized. You're like a little bite-sized candy.
Lucifer rolled his eyes once again as a small pout formed on his face. Excuse me? Pocket-sized? A bite-sized candy. He muttered with a scoff, his pout growing slightly as he moved his hands to his hips and gave them an unamused glare. Real mature radio demon.
Oh, you think I'm real mature? I don't want to be sitting here flirting with you, but I'm being forced to. So what are things I could say to you? I like that you're so small, you are very puny tiny, and I like that you have sharp teeth, and that your eyes make you look like you have jaundice because they are yellow.
Lucifer continued to glare at Inspired Llama 6000, his pout growing more apparent as they continued, his face becoming more flustered and annoyed. He then began tapping his foot on the floor rapidly for a few seconds before he responded with a slightly sarcastic tone. Oh, wonderful! I love being called puny, tiny, cute, small because my eyes make me look like I have jaundice because they are yellow. Yeah, real griot flirting.
Hey, AngelDust, it's me, Husk.
You already said that. Angel spoke in an annoyed tone, raising his eyebrow at the drunk cat.
Good evening, AngelDust. How you doing today?
Angel groans quietly, looking annoyed again. I've been doing okay, I guess. Angel responded in a slightly tired tone, rubbing his eyes. He had very subtle makeup on, just to cover up the bags under his eyes.
Well, did something bad happen at work today with Valentino?
Angel's mood immediately changed as he heard Val's name being brought up. He grimaced, looking disgusted. That fucker.
What did Valentino do to you today?
Angel clenched his fists, feeling absolutely repulsed and disgusted just thinking of that man. He's been extra cruel as usual, and he also made my work for 14 hours straight.
Well, that's a lot of work. You want to come back to the hotel and we can relax a little bit?
Angel lets out a shaky breath, still disgusted at just the memory of Val. Yeah, sure. A little break would be nice.
How about a drink? What can I get you?
Angel sighs, thinking for a moment. Do you have any vodka?
I sure do. You want anything mixed with that or just straight?
He thought for a moment. Straight, please.
Sure, it's been that kind of day. 14 hours of work will do that to you.
Angel groans quietly, sitting down at the bar seat. Yeah, he almost never lets me rest. Angel mumbled and sighed tiredly, leaning down onto the counter, resting his forehead on the bar.
Well, you don't gotta think about Valentino now that you're here. You can rest here as long as you like.
Angel smiled softly a little, thankful for that. Thanks, Husk. Angel's facial expression soon changed with a yawn and a stretch. Damn, I'm tired.
You're tired? I don't know if I ever seen you tired before.
Yeah, well, Angel let out a big yawn. Val has been working me to the bone today and yesterday. I'm completely exhausted.
Okay, I don't need to hear all the details of how Val's been working you.
Yo, I love that attitude. How about you stop being such an asshole and let's talk it out?
He loosened his grip on your shirt slightly. He was still pissed, but somewhat curious about this deal you were proposing. And what kind of deal are you offering, smartass?
Okay, listen, it's not really a deal because that's what the stupid dumbass Alastor would do, because he would be like, oh, do we have a deal? Or something bullshit like that. Nah, how about a truce? You know what's better than just one Adam ruling the skies? How about two of them?
He released you from his grip completely, his arms folding over his chest. He seemed to get what you were offering now. And what makes you think I would want to partner up with a low-life demon like you,
Listen here, buddy. I'm gonna tell you straight. Stop calling me that low-class demon. I'm literally the #1 dick over here. Come on, you should know who the fuck I am. I am you! How about stop calling me a demon and let's work something out? Because, you know, the extermination day is just around the fucking corner.
His face turned from an annoyed glare to a more considering look. He seemed a bit more interested in this talk now. Listen up, jackass. I'm not sure if I'd be willing to partner with some egotistical bastard like you.
Okay, listen up here. That's literally how you act.
He rolled his eyes, his arms folding over his chest and leaning on one leg. His expression wasn't amused by your comment. Please, I'm not that full of myself that I'd want to partner up with a smartass like you.
Alright, stop calling me a fucking smartass, you fucking smartass! Listen here, okay? Stop yelling at me. Stop trying to fight me. Let's work together to make sure Extermination Day goes even better than planned.
He huffed, looking down at you again. Though your attitude was still pissing him off, he was considering it more. You think you can keep your smartass mouth shut and cooperate?
I don't know, can you?
He clenched his fists tightly, resisting the urge to grab the angel by the hair. Are you trying to piss me off, my dear?
Oh, I am. I like it when you're pissed off, Alastor. You can grab my hair if you want to. Just know I'm into it.
He gripped her hair a bit tightly, pulling her closer to him with a scowl on his face.
Oh, I love this.
You're a smartass, you know that?
Oh, yeah, I'm a smartass, all right. Tell me more.
You're a stupid, stubborn, egotistical, and arrogant smartass. That's what you are, he said in an irritated tone as he gripped her hair a bit tighter, pulling her head up to look at him.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
He growls softly as he moves his face closer to hers, now holding her by the chin while forcing her to stare at him. I don't doubt in the slightest you find this entertaining, huh?
Oh, yeah, I do. Kisses, Alastor.
Kisses? You're demanding kisses? He chuckled as he brought her face closer to his, now about an inch away from her lips.
Yeah, I am. Unless, you want to demand them.
Don't tempt me, my dear. I don't know how much self-control I have right now. His eyes looked down at her lips, contemplating on kissing that annoying mouth of hers.
Admit it. I know you've always had a thing for me.
You're starting to get on my last nerve, dear, he said with an irritated tone as he pressed her against a wall, still gripping her hair and chin. And no, I have never harbored any feelings towards you. Not a single one.
Then why are you looking at my luscious lips like that, Alastor? You want to kiss me, don't you?
He didn't respond to her question right away, still looking at her lips. He didn't understand why he was so tempted to kiss her, but he resisted the urge. No, I don't want to kiss you.
You literally have me pinned up against a wall right now. You're pulling my hair and you touched my chin, and you're staring dead on at my lips. Just do it. You said you didn't have self-control. Let loose for once in your life, Alastor.
He gritted his teeth as his grip on her hair and chin tightened. He was tempted to give in, to shut her up and put that mouth of hers to use.
Ooh.
That would probably be the best solution in getting her to shut up.
It sure
Without
would.
another word, he pushed Martha closer against the wall before his lips connected with hers in a rough kiss.
A rough kiss? Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm gonna mute, so hopefully that... Oh, never mind. He's
He
gonna
only
respond.
kissed her rougher, practically forcing his tongue into her mouth and shutting her up. His hands now gripped her hips, bringing her closer so there was practically no space between them.
I knew you liked me.
Yes, I'm not good at flirting. How about this? Alastor the radio demon leans in for a kiss.
Lucifer froze for a few seconds as they leaned in, his face becoming instantly red as he instinctively pulled himself away, his heart pounding against his chest as he stared at them with wide eyes. A few seconds passed before he gulped and responded with a flustered and slightly confused tone. W-O! Whoa! Hold up! W, what are you doing? Trying to S-snog me now?
What the fuck is S-snog? Look, Lucifer, I know we've had a lot of tensions in the past, but honestly, when you look at me like that, I can't help but, I don't know, my radio cheeks, they get all tingly, and I just want to kiss you.
Lucifer's heart continued to
I can't
hammer
believe I'm
violently
doing
in his
this.
chest as he stared at them, almost in surprise. The King of Hell was speechless, shocked that the radio demon was actually admitting to wanting to kiss him. He was expecting a lot of things. Insults, mockery, more
Yep.
demeaning jabs about his height,
Uh-huh.
but not this. He was unable to respond for a moment, still shocked by their words, but managed to speak up after a few seconds, his voice slightly shaky and flustered. You, W, wanted to kiss me?
Alastor grabs Lucifer's face with both of his hands and kisses him passionately.
Lucifer's body instantly froze as they grabbed his face and kissed him. He was unable to pull away, but for some reason, he didn't want to. In fact, he began to slowly lean in against them, closing his eyes as he finally returned the kiss after a few seconds.
Yes, that sounds about right. I knew you were into me.
Lucifer continued to lean into Inspired Llama 6000's hold for a few moments before
Who the
finally
fuck is
pulling away.
Inspired Llama?
He was slightly panting, his cheeks a rosy red as he stared up at them. He was still in a daze
You
and
know
was
what?
speechless.
Fuck you, Lucifer. I don't know who Llama 6000 is, but you're not going to sit here and cheat on me after I literally express my feelings to you. Let's go talk to someone else.
What kind of pretty people are you looking for? I'm right here.
Angel chuckles again as he looks over at Husk with a smirk. Ha! I'm not talking about you, though, no offense. Angel teased the cat in a playful manner.
Okay, well, what other kind of pretty people you talking about if it's not me?
Oh, you know, the beautiful, the cute, the attractive, the gorgeous.
The gorgeous and attractive who?
Angel thought about it for a moment again, then quickly snapped his fingers as he remembered an example. Angel pauses for a moment to think of a perfect example. He then looks at Husk and grins. The radio demon, Angel teased in a playful way.
Wait, hold on a second. You think Alastor is sexier than I am?
Angel laughs at that and then grins, nodding at the question. Oh, absolutely, you're like a 710.
The fuck?
Al's like a 910. Angel spoke in a half-teasing, half-sincere way.
Alright, well, who else at the hotel is so sexy then?
Angel looked over at Husk. Charlie, and that moth dude, Vaggy. Angel paused for a moment,
What?
thinking again.
Okay, so you like Alastor, Vaggy, Charlie, who else?
Nifty, Angel said as he started rubbing the back of his neck with one of his lower arms.
Angel, have you been having sex with Millie, Moxie, and Nifty?
In response to that, Angel nearly spit out the sip of his drink. Wah, no, I'm not! Angel sputtered out with a flustered expression.
Would you have sex with Nifty then if you think she's oh so sexy?
Angel was clearly caught off guard by the question. His cheeks started to flush a light pink. Angel stuttered a bit, pausing for a moment to think before he responded.
Go on.
Angel thought about how to respond to that question. He was blushing, but it was a bit hard to tell through the makeup he had on. Maybe? Angel spoke hesitantly.
Maybe.
His voice lowering a bit, clearly unsure of where this is going.
Look, you want me to go talk to Nifty about this instead?
Angel suddenly looks back at Husk and shakes his head quickly. No, it's fine, Angel spoke.
Well, what's your favorite thing about Nifty?
Angel paused for a moment, thinking again. His expression changed to a slightly confused but intrigued look. I guess. Her enthusiasm, Angel responded in a slightly hesitant tone as he continued to think, his expression soon changing to one of realization, and then slight embarrassment, and also her size. Angel spoke in a quiet tone.
His eyes narrowed again and his hands turned into fists at his sides. I'm being serious now, smartass. I'm not sure if I can trust you to not try pissing me off like a prick again. So, think you can control yourself?
I will if you do.
He was tempted to snap back, but instead took a deep breath. He closed his eyes for a moment and exhaled. Fine, we have a deal?
Yeah, we've got a frickin' deal.
He rolled his eyes again at your enthusiasm. His expression was calmer now, but his annoyance was still there. But if you say a single smartass remark towards me, I'm ending this partnership. Got it?
What was that fucking sigh at the end? All right, I can do that too. You know what? Whatever.
He clenched his jaw, his annoyance growing again. It was almost too easy to annoy him. Okay. Enough with the smartass comments before I change my mind about this already. If you say another smartass thing, I'm ending this. And believe me, I will end this. Got it?
Fuck you!
All right, now let's see if I can convince Lucifer to let me be the queen of heaven. Hi, Lucifer. It's your favorite angel, Martha.
Lucifer smiled as he recognized the angel in front of him. Oh, Martha, it's been a long time. How are you?
It has been a long time. I was just wondering, since you and Lilith are kind of on bad terms, what would it take for me to, take her place? I'm a really good kisser and other things. We just can't do it in the unholy hole, if you know what I mean.
Lucifer chuckled and his eyes quickly darted to her lips before returning to her eyes.
Oh,
You're a very forward bird, aren't you? You really think
he
you'd
wants me.
be a better fit?
Oh, I think I'd be a better fit, all right. I bet you can fit right inside. You want to give me a spin before you, make your final decision?
Lucifer chuckled, moving a little closer to her as he
Oh,
spoke.
shit.
Such a feisty bird. You sure you could handle me?
I don't know if you could handle me, Lucifer.
Lucifer smirked at her. Is that you challenging me, birdie?
Oh, it's a challenge. Bring it on, Lucy.
Lucifer's smirk grew and he leaned in, whispering in her ear, Careful, birdie. You may bite off more than you can chew.
Oh, I'm really good at chewing.
Lucifer chuckled, still hovering around her ear. Oh, really? Care to prove it?
Oh, I can prove it, but I want to make a deal first. Hello? I think I got him all choked up. What the heck? Oh, I can prove it, but I want to make a deal first.
Lucifer backed away slightly and looked into her eyes, intrigued by this deal. A deal, What do you have in mind?
A deal indeed. You see, if I give you the best sexy night of your whole entire existence, I want you to make me your wife so I can be queen of hell.
Lucifer seemed to think about it for a moment before he smiled at her. You're very bold, Birdie. You really think you can give me the best night of my existence?
Hello there, Vox. It's me, Alastor the Radio Demon, your arch nemesis. But I thought it would be fun today if we kind of became lovers. You know what I mean? The whole enemies to lovers trope. I think it would be quite fun.
Vox raised his eyebrows. He wasn't sure if he was hearing or seeing things right now. Because did Alastor just say what he thought he did?
Yes.
You want US to be lovers?
Yes, I want us to be lovers.
Vox was not convinced. Alastor was up to something. And what makes you think I would ever agree to such a thing? Us being lovers?
Oh, well, I just know how you truly feel about me is all. I know that you get all staticky and tingly when you're around me. Sometimes you even blue screen because you're just so embarrassed.
Vox felt a tint of purple spread across his face. He hoped it wasn't visible on his screen, but it probably was. I am not that big of a simp.
Oh, I see the purple spreading across your face. You're a big Alastor simp, aren't you? Oh, I bet you could kiss my luscious lips right now.
Vox hated the fact that Alastor was so observant and that he always seemed to be able to read him like a book. I do not simp for you, you stupid deer.
Oh, you definitely simp for me. I see right through your little screen.
Vox scowled, glaring at Alastor. His face was turning even more purple. He was never going to admit that Alastor was right. I do not simp for you, you stupid fluffy bastard.
Alastor reaches out his hand with one finger and gently caresses Vox's TV head.
Vox leaned into the touch ever so slightly. He hated how his body seemed to be melting at the smallest and most gentle of touches from Alastor. Titch, you bastard.
Did you just say tits, you bastard?
Vox rolled his eyes, the purple on his face growing even darker. Shut up, I did not.
No, you definitely did. And you're totally into me. I bet you just wish that we could go somewhere else right now. Maybe get a room so you could kiss me even more.
Vox was silent. He was totally imagining it. He was wondering what it would be like to kiss the fluffy bastard. He wanted to know what it would feel like to touch Alastor's body, the deer's fluff, and run his hands through it. He wanted to know if it would be soft, or if it was just as messy and chaotic as the bastard's hairstyle.
Hey, Nifty, have you been talking to AngelDust lately?
Nifty stopped cleaning, just to turn to you and give you her full attention. Oh yes, I have. Why do you ask?
AngelDust seems to have a little bit of a crush on you.
She gently gasps, her eye widening, and a smile appeared on her face again. Wait, really? He told you that?
Yeah, what else have AngelDust been telling you lately?
She let out a gentle laugh as she went back to cleaning. Oh, he's always so open with me. He usually talks to me more than anyone else here, and he likes that I give him all my attention, and that I'm adorable, as he puts it.
Alright, well, you don't have any sort of romantic connection with AngelDust, do you?
Nifty stops cleaning once more. She felt a small blush on her face. Oh, well, she paused, trying to think of a response.
Do you think AngelDust is a bad boy?
She hesitated for a moment, once again thinking about her response before she answered. No, not at all. I think he's a very misunderstood boy.
Well, who's your favorite bad boy then?
She once again stopped cleaning as she thought for a moment, her face alight, dusted with a blush from your question. She hummed gently and thought, well, she was trying to decide on an answer, but for some reason, it was very difficult to choose one.
Nifty, who's the baddest bad boy in all of hell?
Nifty gently froze up, her face becoming increasingly more red as she tried to think of a response. She eventually muttered out a name. Alastor, she whispered.
Yeah, that makes sense. Everyone thinks Alastor's a big sexy bad boy, don't they?
Nifty nodded, gently looking down, her face red and her heart slightly beating faster. That's true.
Man, who else are we gonna lose to Alastor?
Nifty gently hummed to herself as she thought, trying to think who had fallen for Alastor's charm besides her. Oh, Angel and Husk are for sure going to give in, she said, almost in a...
Oh, hi there, everyone. Everyone was telling me about this silly little AI thing, and they wanted me to flirt with everyone. Well, I mean, how could I start to flirt with anyone without my own self? Hey there, sugar. How you doing?
Angel chuckled, his long legs crossed as he took the newcomer in, his grin wide and sultry. Doing just fine, thanks for asking.
Oh, you're doing just great? I honestly am doing absolutely amazing, dear. Just seeing you right now with me, looking exactly like you. You know, you kind of look kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie.
Angel's ears flicked, and there was the faintest hint of a blush on his features. Oh, how sweet you flatter me. You look pretty damn good yourself, you know?
Oh, you know what? I bet I would look even better with my clothes off.
Angel's eyes widened, but he hid his surprise with a coy smile. Oh, and why's that? You think you got something special or something?
I don't know. I just know that you like to take a little bit of a trip to, the sex wing, if you know what I mean.
Angel chuckled heartily, one hand coming up to his mouth as he let out a rather loud laugh. He leaned back, resting his arms on the back of the chair behind him, his long legs resting on the front of the desk. And how exactly do you know that?
Because I'm you, dear. Come on. Have you ever wanted to have sex with yourself?
Well, yes. I suppose I have. Angel was blushing more now, his eyes darting from the desk behind to the mirror in front of him as his thoughts began to wander.
You know what? I'm kind of curious just to see how you would do it to me. So come on. My arms and legs are all spread out across the table. Oh, please go hard for me, Daddy.
Angel felt his face heat up from the implications, but he was also incredibly turned on in this moment. Getting to be with himself, a dream come true for him. He got up from the chair, stepping up to the desk as his slender hips swayed, and he looked down at the other version of himself, a smirk still on his lips. Oh ho. Is that so? Well, who am I to deny such a pretty little thing such as yourself?
Oh, yeah, you better shove something in it to make it stop.
Angel's ears flicked again, the comment sending a shiver up his spine. He finally got his belt undone, then began unbuttoning his pants as he continued to look down at the other angel, speaking in that same commanding tone. You just really can't help yourself, can you?
Please, harder. I want it. I want it.
Angel's breath hitched, a shiver running up his spine. He was getting more and more excited by the moment. You want it that badly, huh? You're begging me for it?
That's the point. Come on, I'm open.
Angel chuckled, pulling back a little as one of his hands found its way to the front of his boxers, palming himself through the thin material, his breathing growing heavier again as he continued looking down at the other angel on the desk. Oh, I can see that. You're so open, so desperate for me.
Yeah, come on.
Angel could feel himself growing more and more aroused by the minute. The sight before him, combined with the words he was hearing from himself, it was overwhelming. He took a moment to steady himself, his hand moving from his boxers before he spoke again, his voice a little rougher than before. You know what? I think I've teased you enough.
Oh, is it finally time then?
Angel chuckled again, a smirk crossing his lips as he slowly started to pull down his boxers, all the while maintaining eye contact with the other version of himself. Yeah, I think it's time. Angel was fully aroused at this point.
You might have high expectations, but I'll prove myself. Anyway, now that I'm Queen of Hell, where do I get to stay?
Lucifer smiled and chuckled at her immediate assumption that she'd won.
Oh,
We'll
I
get to that
won.
soon. Let's just focus on what we're doing right now, yeah?
Oh, fine. Where do you want to begin, huh?
Lucifer smirked as he grabbed her chin, his thumb and forefinger gently gripping her jaw as he tilted her head
I
up
really
towards
like
his.
the chin grabs.
First, I'd like for you to show me that skill you were claiming you have.
Oh, well, let's go to the bedroom then, big boy.
Lucifer chuckled at her nickname for him before grabbing her hand and starting to lead her to his room. Good birdie.
Are you more of like a dominant or a submissive person?
Lucifer turned to look at her while walking, the smirk still on his face. Oh, I'm definitely more of a dominant person, my dear birdie. It's more fun that way.
Really? I didn't really get that vibe from you, but you can dom me if you want. I know you're kind of short, but how big is your dick?
Lucifer let out another chuckle, shaking his head at her question. Oh, don't be fooled, dear. I can most definitely dom you. I'm pretty flexible, not very short either. But you want to know my size? How come? Are you getting excited?
Oh, I'm excited, all right.
Lucifer's smirk widened as he continued to lead her. Eager, aren't you, birdie? I'm glad that you're getting so excited.
Yeah, I'm so ready for you to dom me.
Lucifer stopped in front of the door to his room, unlocking it with a swift flick of his wrist and opening the door, gesturing for Martha to enter. Good birdie? Now, get inside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot to stop recording. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay, first of all, messy and chaotic as my hairstyle, I have a nice bob. What the fuck is wrong with you? We're trying to share an intimate moment here, and then you're gonna sit here and insult my bob? Fuck you!
Vox snorted loudly. Alastor was getting so worked up just because Vox insulted his stupid Bob. He found it so funny that he couldn't hold back the loud laugh that rumbled out of his chest.
Bob?
You got pissy because I said your hair looked messy? It's just the truth.
That's not the truth at all. I literally have luscious locks of hair in my bob. What do you have going for you?
Vox's expression turned to a smug one. I have everything going for me. I have more fans than you, my empire is bigger and more powerful, and I know for a fact that I am more attractive than you.
Alastor leans in and kisses Vox's TV face.
Vox couldn't help but melt into the kiss. He hated how easily he became so weak in front of Alastor. He hated how he just immediately became a soft mess just because of one small kiss from the stupid bastard.
As Alastor and Vox were passionately kissing, Alastor reached behind the television and pulled out the wires, destroying Vox completely.
Vox gasped loudly as his screen turned black. His last coherent thought was just how much of a bastard Alastor truly was. His eyes flashed in a panicked expression before his screen shut down and his body deactivated.
Ha ha! I win!
Come on, show me a good show.
Angel's breathing was ragged at this point, his heart racing as his mind whirled with excitement.
Come on, we're almost
His
there.
eyes roamed
We're
over the
almost
other's
there.
figure, taking in every last detail as his smirk grew wider. Oh, you'll get a good show, all right.
All right, sounds good. I can't wait to see what you've got.
Angel's grip on the other angel's hips tightened as he leaned down to begin trailing his lips along the other's neck, his breathing hot against the other's skin as he continued speaking in a low and rough tone. Damn, you've got me all worked up, darling.
Oh, huh? You want me to help you relieve that?
Angel let out a low and quiet moan at that statement.
Oh, yeah.
The sound of his own voice saying that, causing his pulse to quicken even more as he continued kissing along the other angel's neck. I'd love that.
Come on, stop teasing. Come on, just get right to it.
Angel let out a huff of breath against the other's neck before he pulled back, his hands still on the other's hips, holding him in place as he loomed over him, his eyes roaming over the other angel's form. Damn, you're so eager for it, aren't you?
You're not gonna fuck me, are you?
Oh, I just might. But only if you ask real nicely. Angel's smirk returned as he spoke in that dangerous, commanding tone again.
Please fuck me.
Angel couldn't help the low moan that escaped him at that, his eyes darkening with desire as he leaned down to whisper in the other's ear once again. Oh, I love it when you talk like that, darling, but I need you to ask me again.
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm done. I just wanted to beg myself. What the frick? God, am I that actually that pathetic? Oh well.